Life International. This is a company, the word Holy Life was coined out from Olympic life. So we are here to experience the Olympic kind of lifestyle. But before we dive into that, I want to quickly lay a foundation of a concept called grounding or earthing. This is going to help you understand the overall view of the technology we want to unveil tonight. The concept of grounding, also known as earthing, it means connecting your body directly to the earth, like walking barefoot on grass or sand. When you do that, technology or science has proven that it helps to reduce inflammation, it improves your sleep quality, balance your body's natural energy by absorbing the earth healing electrons. I was doing a research today for one of our devices called A9 Bama, and then I came across a village in China called Bama. Bama is a home of centenarians where you find a number of them that are living a disease-free life. In Bama, you don't hear things like cancer, diabetes, and so on and so forth. That is because the geomagnetism there is in high concentration. The negative ions being emitted, and everyone in Bama has direct contact with the earth. So anytime you are privileged to remove your footwears, to walk on sand or grass, just know that what you're doing is called grounding. And you are just helping your body to activate the earth healing electrons. The body makeup has positive electrons, and then the earth geomagnetism emits negative electrons. So when you have your foot on the sand or grass, you are completing a circuit. Consider your two legs as the cathode and anode. So indirectly, you are completing a circuit, and that helps to transfer negative charges into your body through the meridians. And that has an enormous health benefit. There's a whole lot to say about grounding, but I want to be very, very brief tonight. So let's quickly introduce you to the technology we are talking about tonight. This technology called PEMF is something that mimics grounding. So because of technology, innovation, we now have concrete floors, tile floors everywhere. It's very rare now to find grass or sand even in our environment. Everywhere is tiled, your home is tiled, your office is tiled, rubbed. From time to time, you are putting on footwear. So every now and then you are disconnecting yourself from the Mother Earth. You are disconnecting yourself from the earth. So PEMF is a technology that was discovered by an organization called NASA to help mimic the concept of grounding. So if you don't have the opportunity to walk on sand or grass, but you are privileged to come in contact with a PEMF equipment, it automatically bridges the gap for you and I. So what is PEMF? PEMF stands for Pulsed Electromagnetic Field Therapy. Pulsed electromagnetic field therapy is a modern medical technology that uses low-frequency electromagnetic wave to stimulate and recharge the body's cell, just like recharging a weak battery. Just like recharging a weak battery. So you see, one thing you need to understand is that our body runs on electrical charges. Every heartbeat, every nerve signal, every muscle contraction is powered by the flow of electrical current at the cellular level. Please take note of that. But as we age, as we face stress, we get exposed to toxins or fall sick, that cellular energy begins to drop. The cell loses their voltage. They become lazy or tired. And that is when disease begins to show up. So what we are introducing to you is very simple. What it does is to do what? To restore the normal voltage of your body and to also enhance microcirculation, improve oxygenation, and help the body to repair itself naturally. Underline the word naturally. The second technology is terahertz. Terahertz frequency is between microwave and infrared in the magnetic spectrum. And terahertz resonates more with the human cells. It has the ability to penetrate 3 to 5 centimeters deep to the human tissue. Terahertz have been deployed to so many sectors. It has been deployed to radar, to security, to telecommunication, and recently terahertz has also been deployed to the health sector, and now we have it in the wellness sector. So what that implies is that terahertz is also another powerful technology that resonates with the human cell. Consider terahertz as a wireless charger that powers up the cell. I always like to quickly lay a foundation that the human body starts from the basic unit of life, which is cell. And then the cell formation give birth to the tissue. The tissue forms the organs form the systems, and the system make up the entire human body. So think about your body as a network of trillions of tiny batteries. When these tiny batteries are weak, everything in your body begins to slow down. Everything in your body begins to slow down. Healing will slow down, metabolism, even mental clarity will be affected. So what PEMF does is that it sends gentle pulsed magnetic wave into the body, and it is completely non-invasive, completely safe. It helps to recharge those cells. It's like a natural energy reboot for your system, a natural energy reboot. So over time, this increases cellular energy support. The power plant of the human cell is called the mitochondria, and it produces an energy called ATP. A healthy cell is rated at 70 to 100 millivolts. But over time, as you begin to age, your cell drop in cellular voltage. It begins to drop every now and then, and that results to so many ailments. So PEMF comes in to bridge the gap by powering up the cell, providing the energy that is required for optimum performance of the human cell. So over time, this increases the cellular energy support. You have better blood circulation and oxygen delivery. It reduces pain and inflammation. It helps with faster healing of wounds and injuries. It improves your sleep quality, mood, and also stronger immunity. So one thing I also want you to quickly understand is that PEMF has been studied for decades. In Europe, in US, in Asia, it is used by NASA to keep astronauts healthy in space, by sport medicine experts for recovery, and by thousands of doctors worldwide for chronic pain, arthritis, diabetes, hypertension, and circulation problems. So now let's dive into some of the benefits. There are many PEMF devices out there, but the one I'm about to introduce to you tonight stands out, which is the OnlyLife PEMF. So the OnlyLife device, a smart wellness device, which is a flagship product. I'm going to be talking about so many of our devices that contains this PEMF. It stands out. First, it is built with advanced multi-frequency technology, which means that it can target deep tissue more effectively. It is a portable, easy-to-use device. No hospital setup required. You can use it right at home, on your bed, at work, or while you are relaxing. It is cost-effective compared to traditional medicine treatment that only manages symptoms. So one of the major benefits of this PEMF is that it dredges the meridian. What it does is to act on the soul, transfer to the whole body, opens up the meridian of the human body, stimulate the meridian IQ, and clear up meridians. A layman way of explaining meridians is like a house. You build up a house and then you call an electrician to wire up the house. At the end of the day, you power the house and then transfer energy to every appliance in the house. So the flow of current through the electrical cables to every part of the house and then to the appliances, in the same vein, that's the way it applies to the human body. The meridians are the energy channels of the body. So one thing PEMF handles very well is to clear up the pathways, clear up the meridians, and ensure that there is improvement in microcirculation. Number two is that PEMF promotes blood circulation. It will dilate blood vessel, reduce blood flow resistance, and blood viscosity, thereby improving microcirculation. One of the major causes of all the ailments we have around is poor circulation of blood. So this will help to enhance the circulation of blood to every part of the body. No wonder we are recording phenomenal testimonies of stroke patients coming on board this machine and they're having fantastic results. We have seen people who struggle with chronic pain, arthritis, high blood pressure, stroke, recovery, nerve pain, insomnia cases, even diabetic wounds, experience remarkable improvement with consistent use of this device that contains the technology. I have personally seen people who could barely walk start regaining their strength, and others who experience relief, heavy relief in painkillers and all those things. So PEMF handles blood circulation perfectly. Number three is that it improves metabolism. It supplies nutrients to the cell, enhance metabolic and energy metabolism. Two major things that guarantee wellness in the human body is proper intake of the right nutrients and the bioelectricity of the body. No matter the number of nutrients that you absorb into the body or take into the body, if the cell is not energized, if the required energy of the is not provided to the cell, you discover that metabolic functions are always affected. The cell is not energized. So, but PEMF comes in to bridge the gap, provide the energy that the cell requires to carry out proper metabolism. It supplies nutrients to the cell. It enhances the metabolic and energy function. Number four, regulating digestive system. When I came across PEMF, one of the things that it helped to handle in my system was something called functional dyspepsia. You eat very little and you feel so bloated. PEMF handled it very well for me. And since then up to date, I've never experienced that gastrointestinal tract issue. So it will regulate various endocrine glands in the body to improve digestive function of your gastrointestinal tract. Powerful, powerful technology. Number five, revitalizing the cell. It will stimulate dormant cells and repair damaged cells. Remember, the discussion tonight is on cell. Because if you are able to handle any disease at the cellular level, you have taken care of the root cause. That is why PEMF is so effective. It eliminates blood waste. So due to the accelerated blood circulation, there's usually a rapid metabolism and elimination of acidic substance in the body, leading to the decomposition and metabolism of substance, thereby improving internal environment. Summarily, this is going to detoxify you. I've seen a fantastic testimony of somebody who came all the way from Ogun State to Oyo State in Ibadan. He had a section on the machine. Immediately after the 30-minute section, this man started shouting, "I have gotten my testimony." He was looking for the toilet everywhere. So he went into the toilet, came out and was shouting excitedly, "I've gotten my testimony." We were curious to know, what is your testimony? He said for decades, for years, there's a particular drug his doctor recommended for him to take if he must use the toilet. If he must excrete, he must swallow the pill. But coming on the PEMF equipment, just 30 minutes. 30 minutes therapy section, this man had, in fact, serious detoxification. For some minutes, nobody could go close to the toilet because of what he evacuated from his body. So all the acidic substance in the body will be decomposed. Metabolism of such substance will be eliminated, and then internal environment improves for your body to function optimally. Number seven, it will improve your sleep quality. It will improve your sleep quality. There's a gland in the brain called the pineal gland. What PEMF does is to stimulate it. And once it does that, it encourages the production of melatonin that helps to regulate your sleeping cycle. This was one of the major benefits I had the first time I put my legs on this machine. After the first 30-minute section, I had a deep sleep for 2 hours. It lasted for 2 hours. When I woke up from that sleep, a whole lot of refreshment. My body was energized. And I was wondering what is inside the machine until I got proper information, did my own due diligence, and understood that this is how PMF handles your sleep quality. It also helps to reduce inflammation response. It will increase the permeability of the blood vessel walls, accelerating the elimination of inflammatory factors. If you check the pathophysiology of most of the ailments, you discover that uncontrolled inflammation is usually one of the major problem of those diseases. So PMF is able to handle inflammation excellently well. So number 9, it also supports bone health. It supports bone health. It will help to reduce bone loss and muscle atrophy. No wonder athletics are using PMF. No wonder NASA is using PMF for astronauts, because whenever astronauts go to zero gravity environment, when they return during their first 3 months, we call it the convalescent stage, they throw them into a PMF equipment for the first 3 months to help revitalize their bone densities and get them back to their pre-flight state. Powerful innovation. It takes care of bone densities. It takes care of the bone health. Number 10, PMF support healthy blood sugar level. I'm a living testimony of this particular one. It supports healthy blood sugar level. My blood sugar level rarely comes below 250, 256, even on fasting, prior before the usage of this device. Thank God for my upline boss Cornelius, all the way from Ghana, for sharing this amazing opportunity with me. I got my machine on the 3rd of September last year. I had the first section. I saw my sleep quality improve. Prior to that time, I've been managing my glucose level for over 8 years, for close to 8 years. So many complications had already set in. Talk about chronic insomnia, neuropathy, retinopathy, blurry vision, numbness, name them, all the complications you can talk about. But the moment I got in contact with that Tera-P90 machine, I put my leg on it for the first 30 minutes. I saw the way my sleep quality improved. I increased the sections to twice daily. I was so consistent with it, religiously following the instructions. I would do my first section in the morning, first thing in the morning, last thing at night. 4 days later, precisely on the 9th of September last year, up to date, that was the last time I experienced anything neuropathy. When I check my blood glucose level, it has dropped to 125 from 256 after 4 days. Right now, I'm off completely from any of those drugs, just lifestyle change and the machine. In fact, because of the efficacy of the machine, the machine doesn't even stay up to a week with me. It has traveled to every corner in this country, helping so many people to recover from their own ailments. I'm so passionate about this because I have experienced it. I've been there. If you have never experienced any chronic ailment or any disease, or you've not witnessed or seen your loved ones go through pain, you may not really understand what people are going through. So this is one of the reasons why I am so passionate, because I've experienced a relatively stable blood glucose level after coming on this machine. Number 11 is I support your muscle health. PMF aid in supporting muscle health. It also helps with weight management and healthy anti-aging. You come in because of the fact that PMF helps to repair damaged cells, redundant cells. It helps to rejuvenate them. That means you start experiencing anti-aging. You start experiencing anti-aging because the rate at which the cells are dying will be slowed down. Fantastic innovation right here. One thing I also want to let you know is that we are not propagating a technology that has not been tested and proven. I remember many years ago when there was a company I was promoting then, and the major challenge we usually face in the field when you go out maybe to approach medical practitioners and all the pharmacists and the like of them, the major question that we find it difficult to answer is usually, has your product gone through clinical trial? Has it been tested and proven? It becomes difficult to answer because as at that time, that product has not gone through clinical trials. When I came across this device and this company and realized that everything we are stating here is backed up by research and studies. A lot of papers have been published. PMF has been on for decades. The evolution of PMF started as far back as 1960s, 70s, when it was first discovered as EMS, until it began to evolve. It began to evolve until Only Life adopted it in 2020. Through the research and development team, they began to look at PMF and then deployed it into smart wellness devices. Aging of US in 2023 discovered that magnetic therapy enhances mobility, muscle function, and pain relief in elderly. Journal of Orthopedic in 2022 discovered that this technology boosts metabolic efficiency of the human muscle mitochondria. I've talked about that earlier. BioCell in 2022 investigating magnetic therapy as a treatment approach for inflammatory diseases. The FACEP journal in 2020 also enhancing muscle function and systematic metabolism with magnetic therapy. This has been tested and proven. If you go to a website called PubMed, where medical practitioners go for their own research, it is owned by National Library of Medicine, pubmed.gov. Please go there and type in PEMF. You see how it handles neuropathic pain management. It helps to modulate cell activity. It handles DNA damage and repair, cancer treatment. You see how PEMF handles so many. When I did my first strategic training in Badon, we did an extensive training on how to use PubMed, how to interpret all the journals and the articles, because it comprises randomized and blinded research, 4,300 of them. Well over 10,000 medical reports have been published on PEMF. I spoke about the secret of Burma. Burma is a home to a significant number of centenarians who enjoy excellent health and longevity. Free from common ailments, it is extremely rare to come across individuals in this part of the world suffering from diabetes, hypertension, high cholesterol, even cancer. So why is it so? Because the geomagnetism in this part of the world is remarkably strong. The air they breathe in, negative ions are emitted into the air. Powerful, and beautiful. The water they take, the food they eat. So through investigation of the Earth's magnetic field, scientists were astonished to discover that the Earth magnetic field in Longevity Village is remarkably strong, noticeably surpassing the magnetic field intensity found in various regions across the globe. That is why people go to this place for vacation. But the good news is that the same geomagnetism they enjoy in Burma, we have brought it to your doorstep through this innovation. So NASA Medical Supervision and Medical Insurance Department will usually arrange for astronauts to enter a 3-month of convalescent stage to restore astronaut physiological parameters to their pre-flight state. So look at the picture you have here. You see that PEMF is usually a bulky equipment, a heavy-duty equipment that's not movable. So through technology, through research and development, Only Life found an innovative way of reducing that heavy, bulky equipment into a mini portable device. Beautiful innovation. You can use this in your bedroom now. You can be grounded in your office. You can be grounded in your living room. Anywhere, very portable. You can put it in a laptop bag and travel with it to anywhere. That is the powerful innovation we are introducing to you tonight. So join me, ladies and gentlemen, as I launch you into our smart wellness devices, health-related home appliances. We are not here tonight to talk about supplements. We are not here tonight to talk about drugs. Please do not ask questions like, can this handle diabetes? Can it handle this? Can it handle that? This is not a drug. These are smart wellness devices. These are therapeutic devices, not medical appliance, not a drug, not a medical device. Please take note of that. The flagship product, which we are so proud of, and we are propagating, promoting it back to back, is called the Tera-P90 machine. I wish I can get a hand of applause for this company. This is a powerful innovation. PMF physical therapy with dual energy support, easily achieving a smart therapy lifestyle. Currently available in over 100 countries and regions with 1 million units sold. More than 100 million people have benefited from this product. Powerful innovation. It has PMF, it has terahertz inside of it. Let's talk about the advanced version of the P90. And you might be asking me, presenter, why is it called P90? I always like to state that fact. It is called P90 because this company was at this technology trying to put terahertz and PMF together in one smart device. They failed at number 1, failed at number 10 attempt. They failed at 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 89 until they got to the 90th one before they succeeded with this innovation. That is why it's called Tera-P90 machine. The P90 Plus is a new wellness device. This is the advanced version or the senior brother of the P90. It has it's a functional supplement for the P90. It has some addendums right there, some additional devices that help with skin rejuvenation, wellness relaxation device. It is world first PMF integrated technology, one machine to experience 7 different technologies. It has red light, it has RF turns, it has EMF, it has terahertz, it has PMF, all in one device. So the women that are interested in a glowing skin, you want your skin to glow, I recommend the P90 Plus because of these addendums. If you want increase in production of collagen, I recommend the P90 Plus. It has higher intensity than the P90. The foot plates are also bigger for those people that have long foot. There are so many reasons why the P90 Plus is the best option. We have the A9 Bama. We have the A9 Bama. I studied extensively last night this particular device. Wow, I was blown away. Do you know that in Amazon forest, the highest emission of negative ions you find in the air is about 500,000 rather. But the device you have before you, the A9 Bama Air, emits 2 million negative ions to the air to purify the air. So it's a smart purification device. 2 million negative ions are emitted every 15 minutes into the air. This is a device that purifies the air. You have sickle cell, you have asthmatic patients rather, place them near this device, it will arrest the attack because it purifies the air. It's building a healthy lifestyle, ensuring the health of your family. This high concentration of negative ions are emitted around your environment. You don't need to travel to Burma in China to have access to negative ions. That is what I'm saying. With this device in your home, you have brought Burma to your doorstep. Fantastic innovation right there. We also have the Galaxy G1 Smart Eye Massager. Some of you were on this call during the introduction when Boss Sam was opening up the Zoom. You saw him wearing the device. This is the world first ultra low frequency PMF eye protection device, comprehensively addressing issues such as aging, damage, inflammation, and circulation in the eye. Some of you don't know that there's also something called hypertension of the eye. This is going to help sweeten the eye. It will also soothe the eye fatigue and effectively prevent myopia, cataracts, glaucoma cases. It will stop the progression of all these things with the eye. Fantastic innovation right there. We also have the H+ bar, hydrogen bar. Everything can be converted to hydrogen. This was one of the things I was reading about last night, how water is so essential to one of the elements of human survival is water. But what if your water is hydrogenated? It has so many benefits. Detoxification is one of them. It helps to prevent so many ailments. It helps to reduce acidity in the body. This is an exclusive MRET low frequency resonance technology, exclusive pressure injection. I saw this particular one with Bossam when he visited Nigeria. He's always with the device. No wonder our boss is always energized, always hyperactive, everywhere, always on the call. always on the device. You are talking to him, every now and then he's responding. This is one of his secrets. Effectively eliminating free radicals from the body and enhancing self-healing capabilities. You might be asking me a question. Do you mean that there is no side effect to all these machines, most especially the Tera-P90? Of course, this has been tested and proven. So summarily, we have contraindications. There are precautions. There are few individuals who we don't recommend them to come on the P90. So the company has designed something for such patients. Anyone with pacemaker, anyone with metallic implants, pregnant women, women with bleeding tendency during your period, we advise you to stay off the P90 or P90 Plus. So what we recommend is the Vitality One. This is the one that is equipped with the light of life, terahertz wave, enhanced with PMF, pulsed electromagnetic field. What it does is that it delivers PMF and terahertz through air pressure for deep activation and repair of cellular damage, promoting microcirculation and lymphatic detoxification. So it delivers the technology through air pressure without direct contact. So you channel it to the part of the body where you need your relief. We also have the W29 Pro Hydrogen Rich Water Machine. This is going to be launched anytime soon. It's a multifunctional machine. So if you have ever heard of Kangen water, this is going to be the senior brother of Kangen water. So 5 essential elements of the human survival has been taken care of by the company. Talk about the terrestrial magnetism. We have the P90 and P90 Plus. Talk about the air. We have A9 Bomber. Talk about your water. We have the H Plus bar. Sunlight. We have the Vitality One. And then the company has a factory where food supplements are produced. So in summary, before I drop the microphone, let's look at exactly what is it that this machine actually handles in the human body. This dual energy and compounded efficacy machine. Number one, it activates the cell and the energy. It activates cell and energy. It promotes microcirculation, metabolism, and clears up the meridian. It eliminates cold and dampness. You are the type that you stay in an AC or air-conditioned room. After a few minutes, you are already shivering. This is going to help you to eliminate that cold and dampness. It removes toxins and waste. It burns fat and body shaping. It also helps to relieve inflammation and inflammation, pain, and fatigue. Look at the yellow part. The information right there, it said these are the 6 long-term use benefits. Coming on this machine consistently for a long period of time has cumulative effect, compounded efficacy. So I advise you come on this machine at least for 6 months before you start asking if it works or not. So if you want to do some level of comparison, is that Tera-P90 machine is equivalent to 10 times moxibustion. The 30 minutes therapy section is equivalent to 10 times moxibustion. Moxibustion is an ancient Chinese therapy that is used for coping, that's used to control inflammation and improve microcirculation. You have to go through a moxibustion section 10 times to have the same effect of this 30 minutes. Or you have to go through a spa to get a body massage 30 times, or do a 2 hours cardio workout or 8 hours of perspiration to have the same effect of this machine. Fantastic, fantastic innovation right there. So the company is represented with headquarters in Singapore. You find offices in Malaysia, in Thailand, Taiwan, in the Philippines, and so on. All the circuit and components of the designs of the devices are produced in Germany, assembled in mainland China factory. All the international certification, the CE, CB, MA, Intertech, SNI, all these international certifications have been obtained. The company has also went ahead to obtain 158 patent right to protect the technology. If you go on Alibaba and Amazon, you are going to find a lot of fake of these devices. People have tried to imitate the technology, of course. It is fully patented by this company, and only this company has the original. Please take note of that. So there are 1,001 testimonials. I won't be able to go through all these because of the other part of the presentation. So I'll wrap up by saying we are changing the status quo. We are changing the phenomenon. It is time for the paradigm shift. What is happening in Holy Life, Nigeria, Holy Life, Ghana, Holy Life, Ivory Coast, Africa, globally, it is mind-blowing. This was predicted by Albert Einstein, that the future of medicine is frequency healing. People are tired of drugs. People are tired of going through surgeries. They are tired of swallowing pills. This is the time for us to save life using the frequency of PEMF and terahertz. Thank you so much, Boss Cornelius, for having me.